It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Hold on, ready? Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Steelers, much improved from Week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
11 MT.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 33. And that one results in 35 yards. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football, because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. The Bengals are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind is certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
11 Thomas.
Burrow will throw. Slant pass to Bull. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
12.
Now Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it, because 4 for 4 already, I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins. It'll be 1st and goal.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Mixon trying to punch it in, and they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on, and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
They'll try and run with Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Let's go now.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
First carry for Najee Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Williams, off play action. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Williams throwing on 1st down. That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Harris is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd down now, Blackwell, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Boswell's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
11.
Now it's Burrow. Being chased out left. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
And the next-gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. Williams now. Looking to throw on second down. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw on third down, Williams. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Chidobe with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He can have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Man open, that's Ja'Marr Chase complete.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
The LSU connection, Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And a good push up front. He's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Burrow on play action. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for Mango TD.
Joe Mixon
with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Well, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Back to throw. Williams.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Looking to throw. Williams.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's Williams. Off the play fake. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 23.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
First play of the drive there is incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Dumps it off to Mixon. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 11. And they go play action now. Burrow sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back?
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Oh, and the Bengals look like they got it back. They did. Bengal football. The Bengals drive about to get going.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Back to Mixon on 1st down.
He'll get this down to the 38.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
No gain on the play there, second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. They'll roll him out right. And that will be incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
McPherson's kick is good.
And it's going to bump up their lead now to 15-3.
And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First time after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Off the play fake. Williams. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
They'll run on first down. Blackwell. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Steelers are back within a score.
Boswell good with the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Burrow going to keep it on the sneak, and he is going to have a Bengals first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
An option handoff here for Mixon to about the 40-yard line.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't settle out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Burrow giving it to Mixon on the option.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Myles Jack. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
anytime
right.
we have a
That's
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Burrow.
And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
11 mighty.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
11 MT.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Slant pass. He's got Reynolds. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner. We watched them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Burrow. Complete to Boyd.
And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Steelers are close to finishing off this football game.
Ready?
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Ready? Roll. Hey, let's go. Ready?
On second down, Blackwell. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
Let's go now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hurt. Right there, hurt.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Well, Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here, knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So for Pittsburgh, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.